Have you ever felt the weight of guilt pressing down on you? A mistake that weighs in your mind, a regret that refuses to fade. Guilt, a shadow that weighs on, a weight that refuses to be forgotten, a whisper in the silence, reminding you of what was and what could have been. It sits heavy on your shoulders, an invisible force pressing down, making every step feel like an impossible journey. We all carry mistakes, words we shouldn't have spoken, actions we wish we could undo. But guilt is not just a memory, it feels like a prison. The more you run from it, the tighter its chains become. Every thought is a replay of the past, every heartbeat echoes with regret. Lesson number 1: Understanding guilt, why we feel it. So, why does guilt haunt us so deeply? Why does it returns in the moment of silence, making us relive our worst choices? Guilt is not just a fleeting emotion, it is a force that grips the mind, turning memories into painful echoes. It whispers in the quiet, reminds us in our dreams. Guilt is the mind's way of holding us accountable. It exists because we have moral compass, an inner voice that differentiates right from wrong. It reminds us of our imperfections, the cost of our choices, and the weight of our actions. It is a sign that we care, that we understand our ability to impact others and ourselves. Sometimes, guilt stems from a single moment, an impulsive decision, a harsh word, a moment of weakness. Other times, it grows from patterns, choices made over time, road taken again and again, leading us further from the person we wish to be. The burden of guilt is not just about the past, it shapes the present and influences the future. But guilt can be deceptive. It can serve as a teacher, urging us to grow, or as a prison, keeping us locked in self blame. The past cannot be undone, but what you do next, that is still in your hands. Lesson number 2: The two faces of guilt, destructive versus constructive. What if I told you that guilt has two faces? One destroys, the other builds. Destructive guilt makes you feel like unworthy. It chains you to deep regret. It convinces you that you don't deserve healing. But constructive guilt, on the other hand, it calls you to change, to grow, to set the things right. The hardest step is the first one, the courage to admit where we went wrong, not just to others, but to ourselves. Guilt is perhaps the most powerful companion of death. But what if we saw guilt differently? What if, instead of allowing it to break us, we use it to rebuild ourselves? We cannot change the past, but we can shape the future by the choices we make today. Lesson number 3: Guilt versus gut feeling. Know the difference. Guilt and gut feeling both speaks to us, but in different ways. Guilt is the past whispering, urging us to fix what we have done. It reminds us of our moral compass, of mistakes that need correcting. But gut feeling, it is the future warning us. It is the inner voice that senses danger before our mind fully understands. Guilt looks backward, gut feeling looks forward. One asks you to make things right, the other asks you to make choice. Learning to tell them apart is the key to make better decisions. Guilt teaches us lessons from the past. Gut feeling protects us from repeating them in the future. Listen closely. Are you carrying guilt or receiving a warning? Your ability to tell the difference might change the course of your life. Lesson number 4: Choices have consequences. Every choice we make carries weight. Some choices lead to success and fulfillment, while others brings regret and pain. But the truth remains, every decision has a consequence. A word spoken in anger can break a bond forever. A careless mistake can alter the course of a life. A moment of selfishness can lead to years of regret. We cannot escape the consequences of our actions, but we can learn from them. We can take responsibility, make better choices, and walk a path of integrity. The past is unchangeable, but the future is unwritten. And that is where your power lies. Lesson number 5: Healing from Guilt. Can you forgive yourself? Making things right is not always about being forgiven, it's about knowing you did your part. Healing begins in the moment you take responsibility, and even if you cannot change the past, you can change how it shapes you. Forgiveness is not just about others, it's about you. Holding on to guilt is like carrying a heavy stone, it only weighs you down. The moment you let go, you create space for peace. You are more than your mistakes, you are more than your past. Every day is an opportunity to do better, and that is the greatest healing of all. Conclusion of the video. What if today was the day you finally let go? Guilt is not your prison, it's your lesson. Learn from it and set yourself free. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. Your past does not define you, your next choice does. The burden of guilt is heavy, but the weight of growth is powerful. Choose to rise, choose to transform, because healing is not about erasing the past, it's about shaping the future. Forgive yourself, grow from your past, and move forward with purpose. This is Timeless Perspective, where I talk about the wisdom that has stood the test of time.